Gentlemen, this ticket auction is now open. Let the minutes show that I, Richard Tonkin, manager of United Mines, have taken the chair. Now, the first dole of ore is 40 tons from Wheel Busy. It's sold for £6, 17 shillings a ton to the Canmore Copper Company.
Can who? That's new to me.
Sir Savine Annex, 60 tons. Sold for £6, 7 shillings a ton to the Canmore Copper Company.
Canmore? Who are they?
Never heard of them. No.
The chair recognises Mr. Blight of the South Wales Smelting Company.
What name did you say, Mr. Tonkin?
Tresavine.
No, not the mine. The name of the buyers, if you please.
Canmore Copper Company.
I don't wish to intervene, Mr. Tonkin, but may I say I've never heard of any such smelting firm.
Oh, I'm assured that it exists.
What proof do you have of their bona fides?
None.
None at all?
They will be tested soon enough when payment is required on their purchases.
Well, who's their agent?
Here,
Your name, sir?
Zaki Martin, at your service.
And what may I inquire as your purpose bidding for these large quantities of copper?
The same as you, to smelt and sell on the open market.
The prices you pay are high.
I'm only following my orders.
Aye. Who are the men in control of your company?
Mr. Blight, you are acquainted with our rules. Mr. Martin need not reveal the name of his employers. In the 5 years that you have been attending these auctions, your company has become one of our largest buyers. Yet no one has ever asked you to reveal the name of your shareholders, and nor have you done so.
Tuppenny villains, upsetting everyone.
Wheel Leisure, parcel of red copper, 45 tons, sold for £8, 2 shillings a ton to the Canmore Copper Company.
£8? Who bids £8 a ton in times like these?
Imbecile, sir, imbecile.
United Mines, 3 doles of ore, 50 tons in each. Now, the first parcel is sold for £5, 9 shillings and 9pence to the South Wales Smelting Company. The second parcel sold for £7, 2 shillings a ton to the Canmore Copper Company. The third parcel sold for £6, 19 shillings a ton to the
Canmore Copper Company. This is a conspiracy.
Mr. Blight, kindly resume your seat, sir.
You and your friends have schemed together to hoist prices and put us legitimate dealers into a false box.
You are out of order, sir.
Oh, it's been tried before and failed. You shall need a new contrivance to catch us old hands. Let's see you pay for it all at the end of the month. I'll warrant you cannot.
May we continue with the auction,
Can you
Mr.
not
Blight?
see what is being done? We are being swindled into paying higher prices for their ore. On today's market, you
Mr.
cannot get more than £57 for refined copper. I will not allow these highwaymen to hold us to ransom.
What's happening here? Who is this?
Now, if you'll all sit...
This is sharp practice.
I do my duty, obey my orders, that's all.
And why do you bid so high? We can't go on and cut each other's throats. It's unreasonable.
This man reasonably seems to break us.
Like civilized humans. Please, quiet, please, gentlemen, let us have a bit of silence.
Where's the mistress, Ginny?
Be upstairs with the baby, sir.
Oh, it's Prudy's chore to do the polishing.
Yes, sir, but Judd's been taken sick and she's minding us.
Taken sick or taken drunk? You are weeping.
It is nothing, sir.
What's the matter, girl? Stop that. You are not a woman who weeps for no reason.
It is Jim, sir.
You've seen him?
Last week.
Well, his sentence is almost finished now, surely.
Oh, sir, a few more months. Sir.
Well, what's the matter, Ginny? Tell me.
It is his arm, sir. Here.
What has happened to his arm?
It's a wound, sir. A cut, but 'tis festered. It's gone mortal bad, and there's no one there tending it.
Well, did you tell the prison authorities?
Who, sir?
The jailer, the man in charge.
Yes, I said I thought the arm looked poisoned.
Well, what did he say?
He said maybe Jim will think twice before he'd come back. He laughed, sir. He said, what did I think prison was? A gentleman's club.
And this was last week, you said?
Sir.
Well, why did you not tell me at once?
You've been busy, sir, with your work and that. It was my problem.
And mine. I should always want to know if he were ill. Come now, stop this weeping.
Sorry, sir.
I'll do what I can.
Oh, sir.
If you promise not to keep such matters back from me in future. Now, leave this and attend to the child. Jim Carter has a festered arm, did you know?
No, I didn't.
She says he's taken bad.
Then 'tis true. Ginny don't spin no tales.
I've heard some grim stories about Lanston Jail.
Will you go see him?
Yes.
Well?
Well, what?
Now, Ross, don't tease me. What happened at the ticketing? Go on, tell me.
We bought enough ore to smelt for 4 months.
4 months? That must have cost a...
£5,000.
What?
Oh, no. This simply will not do. Simply will not do.
But we now have stocks to last for months.
Captain Poldark, I am a sympathetic banker. However, I'm not a sentimental one.
I ask for no favours.
But you take liberties, sir. You take liberties. 5,000 spent at your first auction.
You will have drafts of £4,800 to pay into the Carnmore account next month.
Oh, well, have no fear. The bank will honour your debts.
And collect the proper interest for doing so. I seek for nothing more nor less.
Doubtless there were questions asked about Carnmore, eh?
There were.
The next ticketing will be your biggest test. You won't provoke such an open protest again. Next time they'll try more subtle methods.
Then we must be on our guard. It's essential we keep them mystified.
Oh, essential, yes, essential. It surprises me you kept the smelting works a secret so long.
The components were shipped direct and housed round Wheel Leisure. The story put out was of a new engine for the mine. Here is the final list of all our shareholders.
Lord Devereux, Sir John Trelawney's. Impressive, sir. Impressive.
The Warleggans would give a great deal to see those names.
You're speaking to your banker. It does not escape my notice that most of these gentlemen accept substantial accommodation from the Warleggan Bank. I'm fully aware of the need for confidentiality. Fully aware. Your secret shall reside quite safely in here.
We were reckless at the auction. It won't occur again.
You've made a bold move on behalf of the copper mining industry. Those of us who love Cornwall are behind you. There are others who only seek to turn a profit. And they can be uncommonly powerful when they have a mine. Uncommonly.
Did anyone see you?
No. Don't you fret so. Would you rather I didn't come no more?
Karen,
Even if you just send me away, I won't stay with Mark.
he loves you very much.
I know. I don't want to hurt him. Honest, I don't, but it isn't enough, Dwight. I know he's kind and gentle and only thinks to look after me, but I can't help it. Our life together is misery.
You mustn't talk of leaving him.
If you hadn't been here, I'd been gone already.
You've hardly had time to settle down here.
I know what I want. It isn't a house that feels like a graveyard and a man who's never there.
I wonder if you do.
What?
Know what you want.
Yes.
You married Mark to get out of the traveling theatre. That was what you wanted a few months ago. Well, now it's changed.
That's right. It has.
Aye. And it could change again and again.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I know what I want now.
What?
I want you. And I want to get away from here. I was born and bred in a city. country lifestyle. I want to go back to Bristol.
You want a great deal.
What's wrong with that?
Sometimes people have to settle for less.
Dwight,
Yes.
do you love me?
I have a great affection for you, Karen.
Affection?
I think of Mark and I curse myself. I tell myself I should stop. We should stop before it's too late. But God help me, I can't. I have a need for you, Karen. And it is stronger than my conscience.
It isn't love, is it? Well, I must be glad for what I've got. Not pine for what's out of reach. There, I'm learning.
What?
To settle for less.
Who is it?
Ross.
One moment. Go up there quickly. Ross.
Am I disturbing you?
No, no.
I spoke to Ginny Carter yesterday.
Who?
Her husband's in Lanston jail.
Oh, yes, the poacher.
Aye. He received savage treatment, 2 years.
Is he not to be released soon?
If he is able, yes.
If he is able.
Ginny says he has a festered arm. You'll have heard of Lanston's reputation.
Yes.
Dwight, I'm here seeking a favor.
You want me to examine him?
Will you come with me?
Yes, of course.
It must be soon.
Whenever you say.
If he is truly sick, I shall bring him out.
Now, that you cannot do. The law will not allow it.
I'm aware of the law. I want to be sure you know what you may be a party to, that's all.
When shall we leave?
Friday?
We shall make an early start.
Thank you, Dwight. Good night.
Good night, Ross. You must go.
Dwight. Mark will be away until morning.
Hey, what you are?
Shut your mouth and tend to your work.
Oh, no, Judge, it's a mortal mess. You're making us stop it. Come on, give it.
Mustn't upset the Poldarks, No. Make a mess for them to walk in,
No, Judge, you'll whip us now. Stop it, you hear me?
See him take a crop at me? Oh, he wouldn't do that. Not our brave master. Our gallant captain that's ploughed every slap from here to Bosman.
Well, do you mind what you say? Don't, no, come on. No, you stop it now. You hear me?
Where you?
You come here.
No, no.
I have you. No. Come on.
Strike me like that again, woman. And so help me, I'll finish ya.
Will you stop this?
You suckle that brat and stay out of my way.
You better better get away from here, Job Painter, and quick before the master sees you.
Take me yourself here to Poldark. You tend that brat and learn from it. To certainly land you a bastard soon enough.
Don't you say that!
I got it! Through it, I weren't. Bless he has already, eh? It's true, eh? You and him, you've been in his bed like her that walks about the place like a queen. Or that comes from the gutters of Warleggan. Huh? No. Out! Ah, sir. No, I live here.
Out!
No, I
I'll
don't.
not have Poldark in my house!
Master, I never... No, no, no!
Oh, sir.
You pack your things. Don't set foot inside this house again, either of you.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. You've been here a long time. I don't dismiss you lightly, but I'll not have this.
He meant no harm, sir. It was the drink in him speaking.
Even more so, I'll not have anyone frightening the life out of my child.
Don't.
Do you know him?
Oh, yes. George Warleggan.
The banker's son.
Miss Poldark,
Mr. Warleggan?
I trust you're keeping well.
Thank you. Have you met Captain Blamey?
Sir, my pleasure. What a splendid day for a ride.
You do not care for Mr. Warleggan.
Is it apparent?
To me. But then I have made rather a close study of you. Why do you dislike him?
I have no specific reason. But I think I am apprehensive of people who continually smile.
Good day to you.
Hey, ma'am. For Mr. Warleggan, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am.
Thank you.
We've been invited to the Truro Ball.
That's a Warleggan affair.
Hey, that's right, designed by George Warleggan. Oh, Ross, can we go? It's the biggest event in all Cornwall.
We cannot accept.
Why not?
Warleggan and I have not spoken since he sent Jim Carter to prison.
Oh, that was Nicholas, the father. This be from George,
They're
the
tarred
son.
with the same brush. I've made no secret of the fact that I despise everything they stand for. No, we cannot go.
But they want to make peace. George Warleggan's made the first move. Least you can do is act lightweight.
George, a peacemaker?
Oh, Ross. Everyone we know will be there. Do you want them all to say that Ross Poldark, he's at home sulking, he's nothing but a stubborn mule?
He wants part of Carnmore. He's making an overture. It must be that.
Then think of the fun you can have teasing him.
You mean think of the fun you shall have dancing with those young Truro bucks, you doxy.
Then I can tell Mr. Warleggan we accept.
Mr. George Warleggan be here, ma'am, to see the master.
Did you not tell him he wasn't at home?
Aye, ma'am, but he said he'd like to have words with you instead.
With me?
I told him you didn't wish to be disturbed, ma'am.
Elizabeth, how are you?
Mr. Warleggan, if you wish to see Francis, he's in Truro on business.
Yes, I know.
Thank you, Mrs. Tabb. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Mrs. Tabb said you were seeking Francis.
Must I always come here to see Francis? And can I not visit my godchild from time to time?
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
Or even Elizabeth, can it not be you that I come to visit?
Mr. Warleggan...
Francis and I are old friends. I would like to be so with you, Elizabeth. Could you not begin to call me something a little less formal? George, perhaps. I have been greatly distressed about the extraordinary bad luck he has suffered of late. Would you believe, madam, I sincerely wish to help your husband?
You could help him, Mr. Warleggan, if I may be frank, by discouraging his urge to gamble.
I have no influence there, I fear.
Have you tried?
Elizabeth, what chance have I had?
He spends most of his days and nights in the company of men who are, I believe, part of your circle.
Well, I do not gamble, so we do not meet at the tables.
You are a gentleman with a great deal of power.
No. What power I have is greatly exaggerated.
You could ask your friends not to gamble with him.
They would not heed me. It's their affair.
Their only aim seems to be to relieve him of capital, which is now entirely provided at high interest rates by your father's bank.
I shall do my best. Indeed, I shall.
I hope so, Mr. Warleggan, because each day I expect the debtors to arrive and remove what little property we have left.
Elizabeth, please. I give you my word as a gentleman that no debtor will ever set foot in this house. There. Now let us talk of more congenial matters. An invitation to our forthcoming ball. You will know that I deliver it personally. Will you come?
Yes, thank you.
Then the evening is for me already a complete success. If you promise me a dance, one dance.
I shall be honored. Mr. Warleggan, you spoke of wanting to help my husband.
Indeed.
May I ask in what way?
Oh, I occasionally hear of vacant business partnerships. I thought that Francis might profitably go after one of them. I could perhaps influence the final choice.
Oh, if you could.
What are relations like between Francis and his cousin?
Ross? Well, they meet from time to time, but that is all.
Is he connected with this new business venture, the smelting company? What is it called?
Cornmore?
Oh, yes.
No. Ross invited him to join...
Oh, I see.
Why do you ask?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't already committed to another company before I put his name forward.
Indeed, he is not, Mr. Warleggan, none at all.
Good. Splendid.
You know my sister-in-law?
Oh, yes, indeed. Miss Verity, I trust you are well.
Thank you.
It must be all those bracing afternoon canters across the moor. Miss Verity rides exceeding well, Elizabeth.
So she does.
That road is a favourite ride of mine.
Mine also, Mr. Warleggan. Likely we shall meet again.
Will you not take tea with us?
Oh. Thank you. How delightful.
Who are you looking for, did you say?
His name is Carter. Jim Carter.
After they've been here a while, it's impossible to tell one from the other.
He has a badly festered arm. Dr. Ennis intends to give him treatment.
Treat him?
Yes.
Have a warrant?
No.
You no warrant, you don't touch him.
Is he in there?
Now look, you get someone to sign you a warrant, then you can see him. 'Tis not you that'll catch trouble if I let you in. 'Tis me. What are you doing?
The key. Give me the key. God in heaven. Lock men up in this.
Dear Lord.
Jim Carter.
Take me out of here.
Jim?
Oh, Lord, I beg you, please.
Jim Carter. Jim, it's Captain Poldark. Are you in here?
Over here.
Who spoke?
Aye, sir. I gather you're seeking Mr. Carter.
Jim?
A touch of fever, poor fellow.
How did he do this?
I attempted to check his fever by letting blood. Unhappily, the arm has festered.
You did this?
Yes. Well, in less troublesome days, I would not have induced such a result. My name is
We must get him
Morris.
out of here at once.
Dr. Morris. Unfortunately, when one has not the benefit of regular employment, one is sometimes compelled to eke out a meager existence in ways not altogether sanctioned by the medical profession. Perhaps we could meet again.
We must act quickly. He won't survive the journey home in this.
They won't get me, Jimmy. I'll run. They won't catch me.
Jim! Oh, Captain, you brought him home. Oh, Jim, here. Put this in. Jim. Jim.
He would not be alive now if he'd have kept it.
Dr. Ennis worked all night to save him, Ginny.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, sir. You brought him home.
Keep him warm and covered. And avoid his breath. He still has the fever. I'll see him tomorrow.
He'll be home again.
Aye, and he shan't go back. I promise you, Ginny, no one shall take him back to jail.
Let you come into bed, Rose.
I wish Warleggan had been there. I wish he could have seen the filth, smelt the stench he sentences human beings into.
You brought Jim home. There's no more you can do.
I feel shamed, Imelda. I felt it ever since I entered that terrible place.
Ain't your fault. No cause for you to feel shame.
There is.
But why?
Because the judges who put men into those conditions, the clerics who support them, the gentry screaming for revenge over a poached rabbit or pheasant, all these people come from my own class. It comes hard to realize you despise your own kind. You have cause to, but you don't. But then your kind don't produce systems which include abominations like Lansdowne Jail. Oh, I wish the king and all his ministers had been there to see what is done in the name of justice. And Wilberforce, who weeps over black slaves, but forgets the people at his own door. Heaven knows I've lost the understanding of men. Perhaps they would look and laugh. Perhaps they would be entertained.
How's the price of corn these days?
Oh, better than the price of copper then, eh?
Perhaps we may soon have a serious talk about your outstanding debts to the bank.
Margaret, I must see you.
Well, here I am.
No. You know what I mean.
I know, Francis. I don't think I do.
Please, not so loud.
I'm a respectable married lady nowadays.
Well, you respectable?
Too respectable to be seen talking with a drunken bankrupt like you, anyway.
Margaret! I'm sorry.
What is it you want to say to me, Francis?
Margaret, you and I, we've enjoyed each other's company in the past.
Oh, no, my dear.
What?
You might have. I don't.
Oh, yes, of course. In your profession, you are obliged to put up with it as long as there is payment.
Francis, I've had a great deal of experience of men coming to tell me their troubles. Yes, I received a reward for listening. Some of them told me before, some of them told me later. But you, dear Francis, you would tell me during. And that is my definition of a bore.
Sir?
Well, Father, our guests appear to be enjoying themselves.
People always enjoy themselves when 'tis others who foot the bill.
Oh, come now.
And why champagne? Why not punch?
You built family fortunes, now we must live in a style to which people appoint us.
A little thrift would not come amiss in your manner, George.
Elizabeth?
Mr. Warleggan,
At your service.
I was waiting for my husband.
Put him aside for one moment.
Very well.
I've come to collect a debt from you.
A debt?
You promised me a dance.
Yes.
I regret to inform you, madam, I'm unable to extend the period of the sum owing. I must ask for immediate repayment.
Having any luck then, Poldark?
No.
Oh, dear. Well, it isn't your game then, is it?
Make your bets, please.
Well, perhaps you tell me what is.
Oh, come now. I've seen you win at French Bruff, haven't I? Many times.
Are you wagering then, sir?
No, thank you.
Sir?
Damn me eyes. Who's that filly with young Poldark?
That, my dear Sir Hugh, is his wife.
What? You mean that kitchen wench he married? Gad, I can't say I blame him.
They do say, Sir Hugh, that a monkey dressed in silk is still a monkey.
Do they indeed? Come on. Poldark. Will you not introduce me, Poldark, to your charming young wife?
Of course, de Malzer. Lady Bedragon, Sir Hugh Bedragon.
Charmed, my dear. An honour, my word. But you're a pretty thing.
Don't look to me, my dear. My stepson can't resist a pretty face.
Stepson?
Strange but true. Strange but true. Don't stare, dear. Be polite. Never seen a girl who can stare and keep her beauty.
You'll honour me with this dance, ma'am? You don't mind, do you, Poldark? No, of course you don't. Come along, my dear. Come along.
Welcome.
Margaret.
Found your pebble, then, I reckon.
Pebble?
Prettiest pebble on the whole beach.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Will you stick to her? I reckon so. I always said when you found yours you would. You'd be fool not to, Captain. Even if it means I've lost you.
Poldark.
Mr. Warleggan.
I'm informed that you still treat the law with contempt, Captain.
If you refer to my removing Jim Carter from prison, then your information is correct.
That could prove unfortunate for you.
Not as unfortunate that I left him in that hellhole. Dr. Ennis will tell you the man will have died.
The state of his health is quite irrelevant.
Just as mercy is irrelevant to you, Warleggan.
Look here, Poldark. The law is not mocked.
It is mocked each day you sit on the bench and condemn poor devils to a living death.
You are offensive, sir.
You are a disgrace to your class and to humanity.
Oh dear, I do wish Ross had learned a little prudence. He's hardly made things easier for himself by that exchange.
Indeed he has not. Indeed not.
Elizabeth, good evening.
Good evening.
Mistress Poldark. Evening, Mr. Steve. I have not had the pleasure of meeting your father again, not since the christening.
Indeed you haven't. Truth is, he's far more particular about the company he keeps these days. Ooh, that woman.
I fancy you will hear no more from her.
Ross, look.
Did you know about this?
Miss Poldark, Captain Blaming. Delighted you could come.
Good evening.
Mr. Warleggan?
Good evening, Elizabeth. How could you? Because I love him. That is the simple answer.
Welcome. After all these years. It has been a long time. Very.
Hello, Ross. Captain Blake, we've ever went to school that you've been informed.
How glad I am you were, Ma'am.
Well, it's about to happen again. Captain Blake, will you dance with me?
Go on, Captain, go on. I should be delighted, Ma'am.
Does Francis know?
No.
Of course not. It's absolutely none of his business.
I propose one card.
I lay...
How much?
Well, it seems 2 guineas is the limit, isn't it?
Thanks, sir.
Ross.
Francis is about to lose his last 2 guineas.
take my signature.
No. Oh, damnable luck, Poldark. Still, no matter. It's always another evening, and
May I take my cousin's place?
yes. Oh, yeah. With pleasure. The game's French rough, Captain. Alternate dealers.
Very well.
Your first deal, Captain. I lay...
How much?
5 guineas.
I accept.
I lay...
How much?
20 guineas.
Accept. $30 guineas.
I accept.
$40 guineas.
I accept.
$50 guineas.
I accept. Do you wish to leave now, Captain Poldark?
No. Let us continue the game.
Oh, for a single guinea?
I'll put up my shares in Wheel Leisure.
Might one inquire as to their value?
A little over 1,000. Enough, I think, to let us see the dawning.
Accept. In that case, Captain, you care to raise the level of the stakes?
To what?
50 guineas minimum.
Certainly.
Do you wish to lay your last 50, Captain Poldark?
Yes.
Very well. My deal, I think.
No, mine. He's been cheating.
No, wait a minute, Poldark.
Captain Poldark, you permit me to handle this as a family matter.
We'll see what happened.
Look at him.
He's been cheating all the time.
Oh, Poldark, take your money back, Poldark. It was only a jest.
I demand satisfaction.
Cheat challenge him!
Well, Sanson, what's it to be?
Oh, I beg you, Poldark. No. Don't be reasonable now, Poldark. I know it's a look bad. No, Poldark, I'm kidding. Poldark, now don't do it next to me.
No, he never killed a Warleggan.
Hold up, it had every right to. Every right.
Why? I can explain. I can explain. I can explain. Let me go with it. Don't be hasty.
That should cool him off. Well done, Poldark.
Francis? So much for your cousin.
Orchestra!
You'll be good enough to let me know just how much Sanson has taken from you at the gambling tables. Not merely tonight, but altogether. What? You shall be repaid in full. Old Francis, We must soon have a talk. I would very much like to discuss your future. Good night. My invitation tonight was a gesture of friendship. I hope my cousin's disgrace will not cancel it.
I thank you for your gesture, George. I also am anxious to let old bones lie buried. Good night.
Ross.
Yes?
You knew Sampson was cheating from the start, didn't you? I mean, you knew he was cheating when he was playing with Francis. There's a fact, didn't it?
Aye.
You near stopped my heart tonight. You know that. You haven't shared some real leisure on your money.
I had a suspicion. It took rather longer to prove than I anticipated.
Well, I wish you said. You near drove me mad. I was that scared.
Father?
Well?
Do you know, apart from Ross Poldark, all the principal shareholders of the Carnmore Copper Company bank with us?